Hello everyone, this is TailsFan109. It is the last day of the year, so I thought I would do something kind of interesting today. We are leaving an old year, so to leave the old, I thought I'd end things off by playing some of the oldest video type games that are considered to have possibly ever existed. I have 7 of them here. We're pretty much going to cover just about everything from before the first video game console even showed up. We're going to start here with the Cathode Ray Tube Amusement Device Simulator. Now this one, it's actually kind of sketchy if it even existed in the first place. We have an existing patent for it in like 1948, but we have no confirmation one was ever created. But we can assume what it would have been like at least. It would have been like this giant tube, and we would have these knobs that we would have to adjust to try and shoot down these targets plastered onto some sort of an overlay. So we would have to readjust all these things and yeah, try and get it so that it would just blow up on this here target. So I think we gotta readjust the blast time. It's gotta be a way to... No? Okay. That's definitely not it. Basic, isn't it? But back in the 40s, this probably would have been the one thing that would have shut off. I guess we need to make a bigger... These knobs don't go down any farther. I don't even know if that's possible to hit. Let's try hitting something else. Yeah, let's try and hit that ship. Let's have it last a little longer. I want it to explode right on it. Almost. Yeah, there we go. We sunk a battleship. Yay. Now, let's try and go for that red plane. Fun, isn't it? Doesn't this game just look amazing? This game is clearly amazing because it can create puff balls of smoke. And that's wonderful. I need to readjust the trajectory. It's too much. Ooh. Okay, I think we got him. Looks like we got him. We got him. Okay. I don't even know if that one's even possible to reach, so I guess that's the end of the game right here. Yeah, it's about as close as we're gonna get, but it still waits till after. Maybe if we make the spot size as huge as possible, it could... No, I really don't think that one's possible, so yeah, I guess that will do it for this here game. Yeah, let's move on. But that's what's possibly the first... Well, it's more of an electronic toy because it didn't even use video graphics, but interesting idea for the 40s, I guess. Yeah, there. Okay, let's go to the Whirlwind Bouncing Ball Simulator. This was for a computer known as the Ferranti. Now, thing about these old computers, they were only for like military institutions or universities or important places like that. And the computers were about as big as, say, your average bedroom. This one had a computer screen, so we could actually make a game. So it's simple. We have a bouncing ball here, and we need to try and get it to bounce into some kind of a hole somewhere around here. It's somewhere around there. We get about half a second to even see it. So that's our goal, to try and get the ball to bounce into the hole by adjusting these here knobs. This is what I consider to be the first video game ever made. So I think that alone makes this kind of cool, even if this is like one of the most basic ideas imaginable. So we just have to keep adjusting these knobs until we find the proper balance. We don't want to just roll into the hole because that would just be too easy and boring. We need it to fall into the hole while it's bouncing. Boop. I need to give it a lot more gravity than that. Let's try this. Oop, nope, nope. I cheated. The hole's over there, though. Let's do a not-so-cheating thing. Crank the speed? Okay, no, that... Add some bounce, add some gravity. Nope. Maybe decrease the speed a little. Now, I believe this bouncing ball simulator was only created to represent the ability to use physics. However, someone just drew a tiny hole somewhere on the bottom floor to try and create a sort of video game of it. Did that bounce in? Let's see. Did it bounce in? No, it didn't. That's cheating. Oh gosh, this is really difficult. Ugh, it bounced over. Less gravity. Less speed? Darn, more bounce. I don't know. I don't know. This is actually a really difficult game. Ooh, less speed. Where is that hole? It's over there. I don't even want to move the mouse, but I have to adjust knobs. Oh, it's so close. It is so close. Just maybe a tiny bit of bounce, or maybe a tiny bit of speed. I don't know. But that was so close. Oh, what? How did that miss? It looks perfect. I think the bounce and the gravity are good. I just need to add slight modifications to the speed. Okay, maybe a little less. I don't know. It's just such a tiny hole. What? How did that not... It has to be like pixel perfect. Oh, it was like one space off. Alright, a little more speed. What? Let me see that again. Okay. Click. I moved the speed knob by like a millimeter. Click. Another millimeter. There we go! See? I just bait the game right there. I bait the game. Nice! I did it! Alright, so there. That's Bouncing Ball Simulator. It's actually kind of fun for some reason. I don't know. Now let's go into a big one. This is from the Midac computer. It is a simulation of pool, which is honestly really cool. You can adjust this knob here. You can move the... You honestly don't have to move the position, though, because the ball will go based on the direction of this thing either way. So, like... See? So, unlike regular pool, where we need to get either the solid or striped balls in, for this one, all we have to do is get all of the pool balls into the holes. It slows down a lot with all these moving graphics, but this is actually a pretty impressive looking game for what is 1954. Oh, I think we got a ball in, or was that the white ball? No, I think that's the white ball, so we're okay. We're okay. Can you actually see my... Oh, you can't see my mouse, can you? I wonder if I should adjust that. How do I adjust that again? I don't remember. But I think you get the idea of what I'm doing, right? Right. So yeah, we don't actually have to move this cube position at all. So I wonder if I should consider that like a bug of sorts. That doesn't matter where the cue is. You'll always hit something. Now, actually getting the balls into the holes is very finicky, as it has to perfectly align or it won't go in. This can make for a decently difficult game. But we'll at least know when we've won. Alright, where are we? Oh, we're all the way on the left? Yeah, the white ball is the one that is wider looking than the others. Which even on such primitive hardware, they were still able to differentiate graphics. This is not as easy as you would think to rotate this thing. It's very picky. That's right. Got one in the hole. Yes! Very nice. Very nice. Let's hit that one. There we go. Clean hit. Clean hit. So mostly all you really have to use is cue direction and shoot. If a white ball ends up going in any of the holes, hit the recover cue ball button at the very bottom of the screen. Ah, close. So close, but no cigar. I think that's the same people would have said in the 50s. Oops. I shot twice accidentally. Stupid right click forced me to left click. Where are we? Okay, I see where we are. We just got to get all of these pool balls in so that we can consider this game won. I'm just going to shoot it. Oh, I was in the wrong. Oh, the cue ball fell in, I think. Oh, wait. No, never mind. Ooh. Ah, I fell out. We got to take it out. There we go. This is actually a really well implemented game for the time. It really is. It does a pretty good job at simulating the physics, which I guess means this must have been a pretty powerful computer of the time to be able to replicate physics. I think this was a military computer, so I can imagine like army people and such just trying this game out when they're at one of the terminals and just playing a quick game of pool for fun. And you know what, 1954, I think I would have been pretty entertained by this after getting used to how it even plays. So now that there were standards of controls yet, and nobody really knew how to make these games play yet. Ah! Oh, wait. Never mind, that was good. There's still a few more of these to get, so, I don't think that's gonna hit. Let's try that. There. I didn't fall in the hole. Oh, do not. Okay, good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Ooh. I don't know. That might not be as clean as I hope, but... Ooh, I got one in! Yay! And as we can see, we also don't really see an 8 ball, so it doesn't matter which one gets in last, as long as we get them all in. So it can't fully replicate everything in a pool, but it can at least get the ball physics down decently well. This is honestly a pretty cool game for the 1950s, and I gotta say, this one actually can be kind of fun. I mean, you get used to the somewhat wonky control scheme, and it can be kind of hard to get this cue direction knob to move how you want on this simulator for some reason. Ooh, okay, that's an easy one, right? That's an easy one. There we go, got it in. 4 more balls left. Oof. Oh, come on! You don't even have to wait for the ball to stop moving. You can just shoot whenever the heck you want. I lost track of which one's mine. It's the one on the far right, okay. I was hoping at least one of them would have ended up in a hole. Ooh. That was just kind of ugly. Okay, okay. Come on. Yes! Got one in. Got one in. Got one in. Cool. Very cool. Now then. Now then. Yay! Oops. There we go. Okay, so just two more, and then we beat the game. Don't expect a fancy ending screen. This is 1954. Endings weren't a thing yet. All you get is the satisfaction that you just won a computerized game of pool. And of course, this really isn't much of a two-player variation of pool, so it kind of misses that entire point of pool, but whatever. It's still pretty... It's just really cool for the era. Oops. I thought I was the ball below the top one. Oh well. Man, it gets so difficult to aim in the lower parts of the Q direction because a lot of times it feels like the knob just gets inverted when you try to go too far. We just got to get this one ball in. Just one ball. And yes, these games don't have sound. Well, I don't know what to really expect with sound. It's not like computers were expected to make doodad sounds yet. They were expected to... Oh, we won the game! Yay! We won! Hooray! Okay. The games will probably start going a little quicker now. Next, we're going to Tennis for Two, which for the longest while was considered the first video game ever made. At the very least, it was the first one really shown to the public, so I can understand why people thought that for so long, but turns out it's not. We played a few games already. This simulator adds a computer mode just in case you don't have anyone to play with, such as me. So here's Tennis for Two. Ooh, I'm bad at this. Oh, wait. Okay, which one am I? Wait. Which one am I? Oh, shoot. Oh! Hang on. Is there a way to just move the dials with my hand? Hang on. Is there a way to... S key to serve the ball. Okay. Okay, so I won't... So you move this knob and it bounces around, and you gotta try and get it past the opponent's side of the screen. So it's interesting for sure. Not quite like Pong. Although I still don't entirely understand the controls, but you get the picture. For the longest time, this is what people thought the first video game was. It isn't. Oof. Alright, so yeah. This is Tennis for Two. It's interesting for sure, but I don't know if you would have much fun with it. Either way, that's Tennis for Two. We don't have to stay here any longer. There's nothing else to the game. Now, this one, I'm not entirely sure if I really want to show you because the refresh rate on this is so bizarre that it actually gets kind of painful to look at. But what we're supposed to do is we are actually supposed to adjust these here to sort of create a maze. So let's delete some of these walls so we can make a maze. We're going to make a maze that a mouse programmed by AI is going to try and figure out how to get through to get a thing of cheese. I'm going to make it relatively simple because this can actually take a while to make a good maze in. So, yeah, let's do something like this. And, okay, there. So let's write some cheese onto here, let's say. The mouse will start here. So we have number 13 here to write, number 14 to erase, so to remove stuff. You want to have one of those two checked off. And then 15, 16, and 17 are for setting up the walls, the mouse, and the cheese respectively. Once you're done making your maze, you only want checkbox number 0 checked, I think. Oh, okay. Uncheck everything, I guess. And then the game should just start up eventually, right? How do I... Was it 12? No, it wasn't 12. Hang on. I might have to look at a manual here quickly. Oh, this isn't obvious at all. Okay. Hang on. I'm just going to have to look at a video quick because I don't actually remember how to start the game. Oh, okay. Okay, so we want to say what should be activated and 60 for the mouse. There we go. See, the mouse is going to look around for the cheese. If it gets tired, that's it. It loses, and it found the cheese, and it's eating it. Yay! Alright, now if we do it again, it shouldn't... Yeah, see, it learned. It actually learned. And then you can make a new maze and see if it can readapt from there. So that's actually a pretty cool demonstration for 1959. Maybe it's not that much of a game per se, but it's an interesting implementation of attempting AI all the way back in 1959. So that is actually really darn cool for the time period. There's also a tic-tac-toe game, but like it's tic-tac-toe. This page is in Japanese. Yeah. If you want to see tic-tac-toe quickly, I can put up tic-tac-toe. Oh, but this is not pleasant to look at. What the heck? But yeah, you just gotta click on the spots you wanna, and there's the top. Let's get out of that. That's not looking pretty. That's what I expected to happen here, but it somehow didn't, thankfully. Okay, 2 more games. We're gonna get through this one very quickly because this is 2-player only, and I don't have a second player with me. It's Space War, a classic. There's also a hyperspace mode. You're supposed to like shoot the other player, but yeah, this was 1961, and this is probably the first game to truly feel like a game. Like, this is really cool. This is really cool. And by the 70s, some people would start trying to port it over to the arcades, and Atari even tried to port it to the 2600. Although the physics were a fair bit different on that one. The bullets can only travel so far. There's a sun in the middle that's constantly trying to drag you in, and if you end up hitting it, you die. So this is pretty cool, but we're going to play something in 1971 that sort of readapted this game into a single-player mode. Computer Space. This is a simulation of pretty much the first ever commercially public arcade video game, making this the first video game truly made for the general public. So we gotta shoot down these UFOs. Our bullets can move with us. We can use the W key here to move forward, to shoot. A and D to turn, and the W key will allow us to actually activate our thrusters. We want to try and shoot down the aliens more than they shoot down me within the 99-second time limit. And this one, yes, actually has sound. And the graphics did kind of look like this back in the day, except they were white instead of blue. Ooh, that was close. The controls are a bit clunky, so it's most likely part of the reason this game didn't do quite so well. It was developed by Nunning Associates, which actually featured Nolan Bushnell, who would form Atari and create Pong the following year. After Nolan Bushnell saw a demonstration of the first video game console, Magnavox Odyssey. He specifically saw a game called Table Tennis and thought it looked a little disappointing and that he could do better. And he generated Pong out of that, which started a series of lawsuits by the creator of the Magnavox Odyssey console. Oh, the name's eluding me for a moment. Ooh, something Bear. Roald Bear, I think? Ralph Bear, that's it. And that started a war between Atari and Magnavox for a while. Oh, time loop. So I guess this version's endless, but I won. Well, anyways, that is essentially pretty much all the video games made before the advent of the home video game market and Pong. There's also one called Galaxy Game, which is basically a public arcade conversion of Space War, but I don't even know if there's a simulation of that one, so, yeah. So I hope you've enjoyed this little venture into the earliest days of gaming before the video game industry was really even a thing yet. Okay, I resetted the score now. Okay, that's enough. So I hope you have enjoyed this, and until next time around, this has been Taskful 109, and have a happy new year.